changed with the red card. You didn't look happy. What were your thoughts?
My opinion is very soft red card. I know my players. I know my players quite well, and Rufer isn't that type of player. I wish he was that type of player, but he's actually not that type of player. So, for me, I think that changed the game. I thought we were quite comfortable in the first half, even in the second half. I think we had them by the ropes. We moved them around, we shifted them around. I think we played some really good football. Just disappointing that an outcome like that or a decision like that, in my opinion, changes the game.
How was it explained to you? Was it before the lash out, apparently?
There was nothing explained to me at all.
Have you looked at it since?
No, I saw it in real time. For me, it doesn't look like anything to me at the moment. So I don't. He's given a yellow card and then he's come back and they pulled him back for some reason. But that's my opinion.
Do you feel robbed, honestly?
Yeah, I thought we were cruising. I thought we were playing some really good football. I thought we had some really good moments. I thought we pinned them back in their half in the first half, and we've had a lot of the ball, and we created some good moments. Even in the second half, they had a bit of the ball in the second half, but I thought we were still comfortable. We created some good moments going forward again, and I think that decision is what changed the game.
Alex's eyes looked like they were closed on the replay, and his head was back. I don't know if he knew what he was doing. Do you think you've got a case to get that rescinded potentially?
Yeah, we'll have a look at it, and we'll speak to the club and see what we can do about that. And at the end of the day, you know, Alex is a midfielder. If his eyes are closed, he sees everywhere at the same time.
That is a Kiwi boys,
We'll go to the laptop now, guys.
Yeah, hi, it's Andrew here from Stuff. Just when you say that you wish you was that type of player, can you just clarify what exactly you mean? Obviously, you're not meaning someone who kicks out at his opponents.
No, I just want him to be the role that they play when we don't have the balls, being aggressive and winning balls. I don't mean him to go and kick and hurt players. That's never what we want. We want the players on the field, and we want to be be challenged every game that we play. So for me, I'm very pleased with the way that Alex performed until he got sent off, and Cammy as well. So they're very important players for us, and the way that we defend to be aggressive when we do lose the ball.
You've been around the A-League for a while. Can you remember a worse red card decision than that?
Yeah, look, I have to go back into the memory bank, but for me, I think it's a very disappointing call in my opinion, and I think that's what influenced the last probably 30 minutes of the game. And
just before that, and when you were on 11v11, what did you make of James McGarry's performance? Obviously, set up your goal.
Yeah, Jimmy played some good football today. He was more involved in us going forward, which we want from our fullbacks, and I think he'll grow every game that he plays. For me, I'm a big believer in my players, and I believe he needs consistency. And the more games he plays, the more involved he'll get, and the more opportunities that he'll hopefully can create for us.
And you said you thought you were cruising. You must have been very impressed with how you came into this game after the result last week.
Yeah, we were on the front foot, which was very important for us from the first minute of the game. We pressed them a lot higher. They wouldn't have expected us to press a lot higher, and I think they turned over a lot of balls for us, and they went long, and we won a lot of second balls, which allowed us to start to build momentum going forward. So I think that's why we pinned them in the first half, like I said. And I think we created some good opportunities. We should have capitalised a little bit earlier than when we scored the goal. But I'm pleased with the way that the players performed.
You've now got 2 weeks before your next match, as things stand. Is it good to have a break and some more time to get everyone gelling, or would you prefer to be getting back out there right away?
Yeah, I'm a big believer in playing games. We need games. The more games we play, the more challenge it is for the boys, the more momentum we can have moving forward. So look, at the end of the day, with all that's happening, with the restrictions that are happening with the borders, we don't have a game next week. It'll give time for some players to recover, and we'll get working again once we start next week.
And it's the last one from me. Ante was in here and he said he didn't see the red card call. He didn't want to comment on it. Do you think that's pretty weak from him?
Well, if you hadn't seen it, you can't comment on it.
Fair enough.
G'day, Ufuk. Jason Pine here. How was Alex Rufer, and what has he had to say about it?
He's very disappointed. I think he's disappointed where he feels that he's done nothing wrong in that challenge. I think he's gone for the ball, and as he's turning, he's on the ground. If his leg's in the air, and the way that they've seen it, so he's disappointed with that. But look, that's life, and we move on.
What's the update, if there is one, on Stefan Marinovic? He was in considerable pain and discomfort late in the game. What can you tell us about that?
Well, he seemed to be okay in the change room, but we'll assess him, and in the next 24 to 48 hours, we'll know where he's at.
And up until the point that Alex was sent off, as you say, you were clearly the dominant team in the game. Can you take a degree of satisfaction from that, despite what transpired afterwards?
Yeah, I think, last week against Sydney, the last 20, 25 minutes, and until the send-off today, I thought we played some really good football, so that's promising for us. And look, this game's done now, and we'll look to our games that are coming up.
And Tomo Hamed took a bang on the nose. That's just a cut, I suppose, is it? He was okay. And what did you make of his 50-odd minutes?
Yeah, he was good. I think we needed someone like that to throw himself around. He went up for challenges, won some balls for us, and he worked down. And this is his first game starting, and I think he'll grow from that. And I think he's going to be a great menace for us in the box.
How do you contrast or compare the way he fits into your system with the way Gary Hooper fitted into it last season?
Yeah, Hoops was a player more so, in the box and like tap-ins. The Tomo will give us a lot of legs in the pressing as well when we need to press when we don't have the ball. And also he gives us a bit of height when we need to go a little bit more direct and if teams are pressing to go to the next line. So he's a little bit different to Hoops and hopefully that he actually scores more goals than Hoops.
Thanks, mate.
Anyone else further online? No. We'll go one more from Daniel just at the back.
Are the players finding it difficult not being able to train and play at home?
No, I think it's been okay. I think the boys have settled in quite well into Wollongong. Most of them have brought their families over, the ones that can, and then the ones that have girlfriends have brought their girlfriends over as well. So, it's normal everyday life for us in Wollongong like it would be in Wellington. So the good thing is we're not in a hotel. We're not stuck on top of each other for 10 weeks. So the boys are living their normal lives, coming to work and then going home. So I think the boys are settled in quite well. At the end of the day, it's going to be difficult for us not having home fans and playing in front of our home fans. But we know that, and it's something that we'll have to deal with during the season.
Just a quick one on your captain. He changed the game against Sydney FC when he came on last week. He split the defence open today. A lot of foreigners in the A-League, once they've got a season under their belt, they can really blossom further. Do you think he's got levels to go to still in the A-League? Yeah,
Uli will slowly grow as he gets fitter and stronger as well. For me, he's a quality player that we brought into the A-League, and I think we're very lucky to have that type of player playing in the A-League. So, if you look at, there was 5 fouls on him probably in the first half, back to back. So, obviously teams see him as a threat and they look at ways to stopping him. So for me, he's a very influential player for us, and I think he's a great leader as well.